Welcome to episode 7 of the Donut Shop Boys podcast. So sweet. You're here with your boy
cherry lemonade.
Here with your boy, the Vanilla Gorilla, aka Teddy Swoelsevelt, and my partner, Low T, aka Tim Kardashian. Looking forward to talking to you guys once again. And I've got coffee here. What are you drinking?
Canadian Hunter with some Coke Zero. Zero sugar.
Is that because I made fun of you for drinking sugar?
Yeah. Oh, and you named yourself, what is Swolson? What
Teddy
is it?
Swoelsevelt?
Yeah. I figure if I don't drink sugar with my whiskey, I might get swole.
You might get swole.
Yeah.
Your dog's looking swole.
Yeah, she thick.
Yeah. She looks like a tick that's been on the dog for too long.
Yeah. I'm not sure about the inside joke, but Bert Kreischer might get a kick out of her. I heard he fucks dogs. No.
Fucking 30,000 feet over my head, buddy. I do have my shirt on, by the way.
I watched about 5 minutes of Two Bears, One Cave, and they started talking about fucking dogs.
That sounds like enough context to make it. By the way, do you denounce the Proud Boys? Oh, man. So where can people find us?
So we're on Twitter, Facebook, IG, Spotify, shout out to Boston, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube.
Hey.
Yeah, and a Twitch. I didn't say Twitch, but we don't have anything on there. I really just reserved the name at this point.
Yeah, just a placeholder.
Yeah, in case we want to live stream from there instead of Facebook.
I like it.
Yeah.
So yeah, Twitter, man, super left wing on Twitter, man. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, really, I might just delete our profile on there.
Nah, fuck it. It's better to interact with celebrities.
That's true.
Because we definitely been trying to get Joe Rogan to invite us on.
Yeah.
Well,
495 likes.
Listen, man. Yeah.
Almost went viral. I think 500 is what you need.
500's viral.
Yeah.
Speaking of viral, fucking president.
Yeah, you know what? You know why?
He didn't wear a mask.
You didn't have the COVID defender.
He didn't have the COVID defender, man. I didn't bring donuts today. It's fine. I don't eat sugar, so.
Me neither.
Yeah, the president
Hence the Coke Zero.
He didn't. Yeah, the Coke Zero. President didn't buy his COVID defender mask, and I know he's got the money.
Yeah, but they're priced very competitively.
Yeah, right in the sweet spot.
Yeah.
For what he saved in not paying taxes, he could have bought COVID defender masks for the whole thing.
Or he could have used his tax money to do that.
He could have, if he had paid taxes, he could have funded COVID defender masks for this entire nation.
At least Tuscaloosa. At a minimum.
Roll Tide.
Yeah. We need old Saban wearing our COVID defender.
Oh, man. That's recruiting right there.
Yeah.
That is recruiting. Nice to see that your facial hair is still going strong.
Thanks. Yeah.
Really waiting for that mustache to catch up to the rest of it. It's there, though. It's there. You're still a blonde bomber. At heart, anyways. But yeah, I don't know, man.
Spirit.
How do you feel about the president, being able to lead the nation from a hospital bed? I mean,
that one guy that could FDR, he did it.
Yeah, he did it from a wheelchair.
Yeah.
There's speculation that he was incapacitated for a large portion of his presidency, and Eleanor kind of hid it from everyone. Hey, feminism.
Yeah, the original Hillary Clinton.
Yeah. Fuck it. Yeah, why not? Yeah, I don't know.
Is he left?
FDR?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he was big time lefty.
Yeah, see, I was right. I'm speaking on what I know.
But like most old school lefties, he was racist.
And current day lefties.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, big time.
Yeah. Probably even worse.
And if you don't believe that, then you ain't black. Man. But yeah, I'm a little worried about how this is all going to shake out. POTUS could have egg on his face if this thing turns bad, if he doesn't pull through. I think he's going to look strong if he pulls through, because he's going to be able to say, look, I told you guys They're blowing it way out of proportion. Because let's face it, he's 74 years old, well within the range of at-risk age. He's fucking fat.
He's got underlying health deficiency.
Yeah, you can't tell
probably
me.
Got diabetes.
Possibly, from all the KFC. Yeah. That man looks like he loves, I know he's from New York, but he looks like he loves a good sweet tea.
Oh,
I mean, once you've had it, that's pretty much the only way I'll consume sugar, is in sweet tea or possibly a protein shake. Ooh.
His wife is sweet tea.
That's an elegant lady.
Yeah. Oh, man.
So, it's funny with leftists, it's all her body, her choice until it turns into old pictures of Melania Trump, her nude photos and stuff. And then it's...
Oh, what a whore.
What a horrible, horrible person. Well, okay.
Thought it was her body. Yeah, I was wondering.
It's not my fault that nobody wants to see Hillary nude.
Yeah, let's get some hot chicks on the left. Woo!
Yeah. Who have they had to offer?
AOC.
AOC?
Yeah, AOC fine
She's
as hell.
a dog-faced pony soldier to take Biden's... We had Sarah Palin.
And she supports not Biden, but Biden too, but Bernie.
Cool.
I could get behind socialism. If she's socialism. No, I was a little worried about them.
Looking around the studio for something to kill you with.
I was worried
too many options. That's actually the problem.
They were going to Epstein Trump. I feel like maybe they got him infected.
Ooh, I'm glad that you said it because now I don't sound crazy. I forgot my tinfoil hat today.
Yeah.
Went with the multicam instead. Yeah. What do you think they used? What kind of dispersal device do you think they used?
Probably just Biden.
I think it was a bucket of KFC backstage.
Yeah, he went a little ham in there. Yeah. No, I don't know.
Are these for anyone?
I just think it's with all his public appearances, all his stuff, and then all of a sudden he does one debate.
Yeah.
And
he does one
contaminated.
Does one debate where all the other guy wanted to talk about was COVID.
Yeah. So it's either he didn't like that he got in trouble for interrupting so much, and now he's faking having Rona, so he doesn't have to do another debate. Doesn't quite seem in character.
I don't want to go to school. My tummy hurts.
Yeah. Or, they got him infected, so then Biden didn't have to do another debate.
Yeah.
And they could, it's kind of a win-win for the left, though. Now, Biden doesn't have to do a debate, and Trump, has this thing that he allegedly just downplayed and didn't do anything about. He didn't try to shut down borders with China or anywhere else.
Even though he did. They called him a racist.
Yeah, no, definitely. No, 100% didn't. He downplayed it, they wanted him to be like the soldier over his buddy that's fucking bleeding out to death going, yeah, you're going to die, bud. There is no hope here. And you're a leader in a situation like that. You have to tell people it's going to be okay.
They're mad.
Relax.
They're mad that he didn't do what they wanted him to do. They wanted draconian style national lockdown so that they could point and jump with their hair on fire and scream that he's a dictator. And he didn't do it, so they have to play it the other way. Mm-hmm. If Democrats had all the answers to how to deal with COVID, how come none of the Democrat-led states, how come none of those governors shut their states down prior to Trump putting out any kind
when
of
Trump
guidance?
Was like, hey, governors, it's time to actually fucking do something. Yeah. Earn your paycheck. Take care of your state. Figure it out.
Which is what should happen.
Yeah.
The federal government shouldn't come and instruct states and put
we had a whole civil war about that.
We did.
Everyone forgets that.
And it's the 10th article in the or the 10th Amendment. I'm sorry, 10th Amendment in the Bill of Rights.
Well, the 5th Amendment's all I give a shit about.
Yeah. Big fan of the 2nd.
Yeah, well, 2nd's okay too. It's a little overplayed.
Yeah.
4th Amendment's good too.
2nd everythings are usually good though.
Except 2nd Captain America.
Yeah. Batman Returns.
Mm-hmm.
Back to the Future 2.
Too Fast, Too Furious.
John Quincy Adams.
Yeah, I don't know. Speaking of movies,
Jury's still out on Top Gun Maverick.
yeah, I haven't
They keep
seen it
pushing
yet.
back the release date.
Uh,
R.I.P. Goose.
we've got
You've seen that
new.
movie. It's been out for 30 years. So.
I haven't seen it.
You haven't?
No, I haven't seen the original or the new one.
Just somebody gave me shit. They're like, you're in the Air Force and you've never seen Top Gun? I'm like, newsflash, dipshit. That's a Navy movie.
Right? Who knows planes? Yeah.
Do you fly planes? Yeah. Look at me. You see my ASVAB score? You think somebody's going to let me fly a plane? They barely let me drive.
I just started watching Cobra Kai, too.
How do you feel about it?
It's pretty good. And spoiler alert, you don't need to see any of the movies because I haven't. And I think I have, enough knowledge of what's going on to suffice.
They do enough through flashbacks. You're
Oh,
right.
yeah. Flashbacks galore. Like OG movie footage flashbacks.
Yeah.
Like they're not reacting or reenacting it or anything, which is kind of cool.
My daughter loves it. Actually, both my kids love Cobra Kai.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
It makes me happy because it's like a movie that I was into as a child. The third Karate Kid, nah. Fourth Karate Kid, but and then let's not even talk about the Jackie Chan version.
Yeah.
But the
Jackie
original,
carried that movie though.
Yeah, the original 4 had Mr. Miyagi.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, the first 3 had Ralph Macchio as Daniel-san, and then the 4th one was Mr. Miyagi, but he had Hilary Swank was the Karate Kid, and that one fucking blows. And Karate Kid 3 kind of blows too. The first 2 are really good, and so it's cool to see my kids get into something that's a throwback to my childhood,
Yeah.
which was so long ago. Reagan,
Or your co-host.
Reagan administration. Yeah, or my co-host.
Getting into something from your childhood.
Yeah.
Probably most of our demographic too. Watch Cobra Kai.
But speaking of people getting into things from your childhood, how's your mom doing?
So, so we have a new.
Tell her I said hi.
We have a new segment.
Hey,
she's
guys,
scared of you.
Go out and buy shirts for moms, by the way.
Yeah, she might listen to that. Now's your time. So we have a new segment here. Do we have a name for it?
Prospective movie pitches? I don't know. All right, basically the premise
Elevator movie pitch.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. That sounds good. Phone booth movie pitch. Bathroom stall
Yeah.
movie pitch. So each of us has written down like a fake movie title. We're going to blindly give it to the other. They have to describe what they think the movie is about, and then we reveal the title. Would you like to go first, or would you like for me to go first?
No. Yeah, I'll go first.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. So then so I read or tell you about the movie.
Tell me
correct?
about the movie, and then
Okay.
we'll
I
reveal
feel like
the title.
Jimmy Fallon right now. It's just because I'm laughing so much.
Yeah. And you're not funny.
Fuck you. Okay, so this movie, definitely late 1800s. Pretty sure Tom Cruise stars in this movie. And he works for an up and coming coffee place in downtown LA, probably Chinatown, and and just he beats the shit out of coffee. Basically, he just
Really grinding those beans.
yeah, it's like it's set in the 1800s, but it's 1980s style kung fu.
Ooh.
But the
Are
whole
we gonna
time,
do CGI 80s Tom Cruise?
yeah, and the whole time he's got an apron on. That's the thing, and then the movie title.
Samurai Baristas. All right, hand me yours. You know what? I've already decided that
That's not as good.
I've I've already decided that next time we do this,
Yeah.
instead of me writing down a title, I'm going to pitch a movie and then you have to name it.
That's way better.
That's way better than this, right? Okay, what do we have here?
Yeah, either one of those, you know.
Okay. I'm just okay. Okay. All right, so we open on the streets of Boston.
Okay, shout out.
Yeah, shout out to Boston. And a reanimated Ted Williams marching through the streets, fucking murdering people with a baseball bat.
Okay.
It's a race against time to wrangle in his reanimated corpse. Discover who's behind it, what terrorist organization is behind this this atrocity.
The catastrophe.
Involving a great American hero. Like, nobody wants to take the shot. Mm-hmm. You know, they've got everybody out there. They even thought about trying to reanimate Chris Kyle to take him out. Because we have the technology.
Yeah, it's there.
Yeah,
I watched Jurassic Park.
The movie's set in 2100, so definitely.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
we're bringing people back willy nilly.
Yeah,
you know. And yeah, it's a race against time to try to wrangle him in before he can pull off like the ultimate terrorist attack in Boston, and destroy the Fenway Park, and also to determine. Who has done this? Who started this chain of events? And the name of the film, Who Left the Fridge Open? And if you don't get that, and I'm assuming you don't, Ted Williams was cryogenically frozen instead of being buried when he passed away. So he's on ice. Hopefully the generators don't go down.
Well, they might already be down.
I blame China. They gave the president the Rona.
Oh, fuck. All right. So this movie is set in probably late 2021, probably October-ish. It's going to be cool outside. Let's just leave it at that.
Sweater weather.
Yeah, definitely. Most will be wearing sweaters.
Or at least have them tied around their neck.
Yeah. Maybe a couple around their hips. Yeah, a couple 90s babies going around.
Got to cover the cheeks.
Our main protagonist is definitely going to have it around his waist. He's a 90s baby. Maybe even older than 90s.
Got it.
And basically, he's running a terrorist organization fighting to take down the president of the United States.
Ouch.
Action-packed movie. There's going to be a love story in there. I'm not 100% sure where that's at.
Okay.
I think it may be with the protagonist and the antagonist.
Out.
Yeah.
I like
a little twist at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah. M. Night Shyamalan is definitely directing it.
Okay.
100%. At the end, it's a weird softcore porno ending. But anyways.
Like a 5-minute fade out.
Yeah, I'm just...
Anticlimactic.
It's you. I haven't seen you in years. And then... Blah, 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 like kissing. Little tongue action.
Okay.
Yeah, and the movie title...
On the White House lawn.
Yeah, it's on the South Lawn. You know? That's where shit be happening. And the movie title...
All right.
World War III... Corn Pop's Revenge.
And Corn Pop was a bad dude. And he ran a bunch of bad boys.
This fall.
Oh.
Okay. All right, last movie. In a World. All right, this movie is set in Provo, Utah.
Okay.
A young Mormon boy played by CGI Robert Downey Jr. has discovered Starbucks,
Okay.
and he's addicted
Yeah.
to coffee, man. And,
That's rough.
Yeah,
Caffeine's a doozy. It'll give you a headache.
yeah. And his parents find out. They're not happy. He's run away from home. He's dealing with a coffee bean cartel,
Okay.
and they have to bring in the one man.
Is it veteran owned?
It might be. It might be Black Rifle Coffee Company. Who knows?
They're packing heat.
They are.
Yeah.
And that's why there's only one man that can get their son back on the path
Yeah.
of a good Mormon boy, and that's John Wick. So they hire John Wick to go fight off the Black Rifle crew.
Bro vets.
Yeah, the Bro Vets. Yeah. At one point, he's getting beat with a prosthetic leg. But he's not deterred. He's not deterred. He remembers the words of the prophet. And he gets this boy, and he obviously there's a withdrawal scene. Very intense stuff. Watching this kid rehab from caffeine. And the title of the movie is Sobriety Reloaded, starring Keanu Reeves. Introducing CGI Robert Downey Jr.
It can happen.
I think so. I think it's realistic, and it's at least something that would scare the shit out of Mormons. And they're not.
It scares them into being caffeine free.
Yeah. Stay caffeine free, kids.
100%.
Save the coffee for me. That brings us to our first ad, and it is for
Hand sanitizer. The hipster of cleansing products, killing 99.99% of germs before COVID-19.
a fucking unsung hero.
Yeah. Who used hand sanitizer before COVID-19?
I don't know.
Who used it after? That's the real question.
Hand sanitizer leading up to COVID-19, you really, you're like Thor in Captain America Civil War. Like, you were nowhere to fucking be found. Like, you were asleep at the wheel.
Yeah. I could buy you very cheap if I found you.
I can't believe people are, like, so many people in this country got COVID-19 despite all the toilet paper they hoarded.
Yeah.
Like, what were they thinking?
It was kind of smart, though.
I might have a minor cough, but I can take plenty of shits.
Well, see, that was going to say is diarrhea turned out to be a symptom, and nobody knew.
Just get a detachable shower head and fucking...
Oh, God, dude. You ever just ran that a little longer than you needed? Oh, nice.
Spray the old booty hole with it.
Yeah, it's a little massage. Nobody gets down there, so.
No, they really don't. Yeah. No one wipes as well as they think they do.
100%.
We should all buy a bidet. Or each of us buy their
Yeah,
own bidet.
I need to figure out.
Not everyone needs to buy a bidet because I'm not sharing.
Yeah, well, I mean, we could go halvesies on it probably.
Yeah.
I'm not traveling to shit, though. It's going to have to be at my house.
Well, we'll put it here in the studio.
Yeah, I could save shits for the studio days.
Yeah.
That's good.
Now you're cooking with
Yeah.
gas.
Yeah, I'm going to have gas for the rest of the week.
Fucking
Holding in shits.
low fiber diet. You just,
Yeah, no sugar and low fiber.
yeah.
Really,
and
really
then on
low
studio
substance, too.
on studio day, just fucking
Just,
down some ice cream.
that'll get the lactose
The
going.
lactose will do it for you. Lactose
Oh,
usually,
man.
lactose is the unsung hero of constipation.
Well, I think that takes us into quick thoughts. This is kind of an old school episode.
It is, man. I like it.
Yeah, just kind of nice little break. Especially after last week, we got serious.
We did. We got deep.
But well, I went first. You want to go first on the quick thoughts then?
I'll go first, sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got 3.
Okay, yeah, that makes
All right,
sense.
quick thought number 1. With these translucent mustaches, we look like walking probation violations.
Oh, very true, very true. All right, so my quick thought is no one over the age of 35 should have a 12-inch subwoofer in their car or any other larger subwoofer.
I'm damn near on board. Like, you should just have no listening
Yeah.
technology at all.
Like
over the age of
Bose
35.
from the factory may
Yeah.
even be pushing it.
Yeah.
You know?
Like,
When you buy the car, you'll be like, I'm over 35, uninstall that.
yeah. You don't need to hear Dave Ramsey that loud.
Yeah, or Nickelback.
Yeah.
God forbid.
Rush Limbaugh's loud enough to begin with.
Oh.
But, yeah, if you guys are listening to NPR, I would suggest maybe getting out and chopping some wood. And, I don't know. Find a lady. Find a lady who likes you for who you are and doesn't cheat on you behind your back. That's what I assume happens to guys who listen to NPR. I've never done it.
Yeah,
So.
or have 12-inch subwoofers.
Yeah. If you're 35 and you're still getting your beard lined up,
Unless it's at a black barber, I can support that.
Oh, 100%.
End racism.
End racism. Donut's not racism. Get that picture of that shirt up.
We're not pandering.
Go, yeah, not pandering, but go buy it at the Donut Shop Boys merchandise store. I've got a fucking picture of a guy that's way too old to be having the facial hair that he does, and I'll get it to you later. You can get it up. Second quick thought. Camping is just pretending to be poor. or a gypsy.
Yeah.
Is that a racial slur?
Yeah. Do they exist anymore?
They have a TV show, right?
Oh, yeah, they do. Ew.
I don't know. It's up to you. Judgment call.
Yeah, fuck them. Well, I don't want to get hit.
Oh.
The Peaky fucking Blinders.
Oh, yeah. But
Yeah.
Borat did okay.
Very nice.
Yeah. Do not try to shrink me, Gypsy. You understand?
Oh,
It's probably a terrible Borat impression, but fuck it.
that's pretty good. It's better than mine. Very nice.
Very nice. How much? Yakshi mash. Have a chair. Have a chair.
Yeah, that's worth a like on YouTube for sure.
That fucking movie is. I heard the second one's total left-wing propaganda. It's coming out later.
I was gonna say I didn't even know there was a second one.
Yeah, it's coming out on Amazon. Don't go watch it if you're.
That's one of those where the second one isn't better.
Yeah, it's all. Yeah, exactly.
Throwback to the
Exactly.
beginning of the show.
Yeah.
Um,
Go back to fucking The Last Jedi.
my second one is better though. You ready?
Let's hear it.
OSHA decreases productivity.
Ooh, so do child labor laws.
Right? I think those stem from OSHA though.
Probably.
Yeah. Fuck OSHA.
Yeah.
They're communist at heart.
They really are. I would rather harken back to the days of labor unions. I'm not a big fan of labor unions because they tend to lean left. But I would rather people band together, unionize, and argue on their own behalf as far as like safety and stuff like that versus like big government coming down on people. And
I want
saying,
you to work so hard you juggle between being fired for not being productive enough and dying doing your job.
I like it.
That's how much effort you should be putting into your job every day.
Yeah. I don't think that like Dollar Tree should be dinged for putting like packets of bacon directly on the floor. Because I feel like if you're buying bacon from Dollar Tree, you kind of know what you're getting into.
Right? Yeah. Or like I had a short tenure at a female-oriented grocery / like regular store.
Yeah.
Like a fancy Walmart, basically. I don't want to name them, but Bullseye. They forced everyone to take at least a 31-minute lunch. If you worked more than 6 hours, you had to take a 31-minute lunch.
So what did the men do? You worked through your lunch, didn't you?
Dude, yeah. I mean,
Men
But
drive
then
this country.
But you know what's
forward.
annoying is you got to sit there and like I had to set a timer so I
Yeah.
knew when to go clock out. But I wasn't getting paid for that. I'd much rather just work through it. I don't need to eat. I'm there to make money. You know,
I'm there to
as
make-
somebody that will soon have their own employees. I want them to work with as much ferocity as I've worked.
Exactly. But see, they never want to talk about that. But men drive society forward. We always
100%.
have. That's why feminism. And I watched a video on this. Shout out to the Tim Pool IRL podcast. It really opened my eyes because they really brought it to my attention that feminism is it's not feminine. It doesn't promote feminism. It actually promotes like for women to be masculine. So then instead of like taking their choice away to do this, that, and the other, you're like beating them over the head and forcing them to go be men, like to take men's roles. And if they choose to do that, that's fine. But to tell them that that's what's feminine, in order to do that, they have to tear men down out of those roles, and it basically turns them into junior varsity men. You know,
I had a conversation about this where people were like, secretaries, that's a female-dominated job. They only make $20,000. And firefighters, that's like a male-dominated job. They make like $55,000. It's like, well, first of all, two completely different fucking jobs. And granted, I'm sure that was like a Facebook thing, very biased, whatever, it's dumb. But nonetheless, it got me thinking, firefighters are going to get paid, and it is a male-dominated job. How do you make that female-dominated? When you go to a kindergarten class, you say, what do you want to be when you grow up? How many girls are raising their hand going, I want to be a firefighter?
right.
It's all the boys. All the boys want to be firefighters. All the girls have either some unrealistic thing or, just something else. I want to be a mom.
That's commendable though.
It is.
literally-
that is a job.
Giving
You're
life.
not getting paid for it though. Don't
if you
complain
have
about the pay.
If you have a man who's worth a shit, you will.
Yeah.
He's
True.
he should be out there bringing home the bacon. That's a man's job, is to take on all the suffering,
Yeah.
so that his family doesn't have to. If a woman chooses to work, if she wants that burden, that should be a woman's freedom. Is that her husband, if she chooses to marry, he should be the one to take on all the suffering. He should be the one to take on the financial burden of the family.
Yeah.
If they can't make their bills, he doesn't need to turn to her and say, you need to get another job, or you need to bring in more hours. Motherfucker, you need to go get a second job, or you need to start kicking ass at work.
Now, granted, let's not forget.
So if you're a man,
Men didn't eat the apple.
that's true. That's true. Because as you pointed
So-
out, men don't need to eat.
Yeah. They also, though,
Also,
you don't have
apples.
painful childbirth,
Apples chock full of fucking sugar.
But yeah, so OSHA, though, we need to get rid of OSHA.
Fuck OSHA. OSHA, come at me and fucking suck on these nuts. Third quick thought, and this is going to lead us into our next segment, though. The internet has done more harm than good.
I'd get behind that.
You think so?
100%.
Let's lay it out.
There's a lot of good, too.
There is.
I want that to be known. There is a lot of good
There's a
that's
lot
come
of
from
good.
the internet.
There's a lot of good.
But there's even more bad.
Absolutely. Let's talk about it. So let's pro con this motherfucker. What's good?
Information.
Information. The ability.
Also a bad thing, though.
Yeah, very bad. Because
Yeah.
people tend to just search for what information validates their pre-existing opinion.
Yeah.
So that's how you get like source bias and shit like that. Or people can just, like, Twitter's a fucking cesspool. And if you're on Twitter, unfollow everyone except for the Donut Shop Boys. James Woods is actually very funny on Twitter too.
We don't post anything on
We
Twitter.
post nothing. But people can just say fucking nonsense, and then other people don't fact check it. They don't think critically, and they just retweet, they repost it, they follow it as if it's gospel. If I say anything from Sean King, aka Martin Luther Cream, aka Talcum X, I just immediately roll my eyes and keep going. That guy's a fucking hack. Also, he's whiter than white. I don't know why you guys fall for that shit. He is the male Rachel Dolezal.
Because it's Sean.
Yeah,
and there's
Sean.
no W.
Yeah,
it's Shaun.
Yeah, also his name's Jeffrey. Fact check that, fact checkers. But the ability to earn an education, like to earn a college degree online, is fucking amazing. And the cost of internet access.
Being able to do schooling online right now.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. Yeah. But the ability to get a college education has opened it up to so many people who couldn't before. Because let's say you're from a poor family and you can't afford a car, because cars are expensive, especially good cars that's going to be able to get you reliably to and from campus. But if your family can come together and what little bit of money they can give you as a graduation gift from high school, you might be able to get out there and buy yourself a good laptop with it. You know, and there are plenty of families who do just fine, but I'm talking specifically about someone who's from a poor family. The cost of a laptop, even a good one, is significantly less than a car. And then say you have like a little part-time job or something, you can pay for internet access. And between like Pell Grants and stuff like that, you can get online and get yourself an education. And education is a good tool for financial mobility and getting yourself out of poverty. But I'll tell you what's the fucking out of poverty fucking warp zone, and nobody wants to hear it. But it's absolutely amazing for economic mobility, getting people out of the lower class and being successful into the future, and that's joining the military.
100%.
That's a whole other subject, but yeah, that information. And let's face it, most people, the information they look up on the internet is like, hey, what's that name of that one actor from that movie?
How many teaspoons in a tablespoon?
I recognize that guy. What movie was he in? And then you look up the cast, and then you find him, and then you start looking. Oh, that's right.
He was in this and this and this.
He was in Short Circuit, you know? Yeah, and then you look up song lyrics and shit like that. You know, you YouTube cats doing cute shit.
Fuck cats, by the way.
Cats are the fucking worst. Cats are the devil. Cats are the personification of the devil. Write that down.
That was almost a quick thought for me. Your cat is not cute.
Your cat is not cute. No. It's been a while since I told you guys to take notes. I hope you're taking notes on this. But, dude, the internet
gives you access to the stock market away from Wall Street.
Ooh, that's a big one. That's a big one. TD Ameritrade, free. I'm not paying. I'm not paying commission on my trades.
I know who's paying though. Dividends.
I racked up like 4 different dividends this week.
I got another Gush.
You got another Gush?
Yeah. And I went ahead. So
you got another share of Gush. Gush is dropping, dude. It hit $20 today.
Yeah, I happened to just have like $20 sitting in there, and I saw it was at $19.99. I was like, I'll take one of those.
I'll take one of those. I'll snatch one of those up. I'm kind of waiting to see where this bottom's going to hit.
Yeah.
I'm
waiting for this peak to hit.
Yeah. No, I'm waiting for the bottom because I've got money in there to buy in my account, just waiting to buy. I'm not going to, obviously, the longer I wait for this bottom, the more shares I'm going to be able to buy.
That's true.
Kind of the whole point.
It's my money. I want it now.
But I did sell. There were a couple of companies, and I won't name them to throw them under the bus. But there were a couple of companies that I just didn't feel good about anymore, and I sold.
Yeah.
So I ended up selling out of like $400 worth of a couple of different stocks this week, and locked in losses. You know, really, I took probably like a $55 hit, I think, between the two of them, which isn't bad when you're talking about thousands of dollars, but.
Yeah.
Yeah, sold out. But that'll be a nice little chunk of cash before I go to the beach next week. So
bad.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
You know, it won't be terrible. It'll pay for at least part of the vacation.
Yeah.
But I'll probably end up leaving it in the account and buying more stocks with it. Let's be real.
Yeah. I mean, that's
BP,
the real move.
Yeah.
Also, what are you spending money at the beach for? They just had a hurricane.
Well, I mean, they need my help.
That's true.
You know.
Who's fixing? Let's invest in those companies.
Yeah. But yeah, education, and you're right, access to the stock market. I would say WebMD or something like that, but let's face it, all that does is tell people they have cancer.
100%.
Every time.
Yeah.
You have cancer. My nose is bleeding.
Have you seen my scarf?
Hate to. Yeah. Then you got to go out and rampage because you had a nosebleed.
Yeah. Put an IV in your arm first.
But the the bad is so much worse than the good.
Yeah. There's a lot of good. To stick with the good for one more second, though. YouTube, like, there's so much you can learn from just even YouTube. Like, you've talked about education.
Yeah.
But, like,
I would consider that education, though. Maybe not formal education.
Yeah, no, 100% not formal. But, like, I've learned how to fix shit on my vehicles, around the house, how to just do, like, I don't know, questionably simple things that I've just learned how to do myself to be more self-sufficient and save shitloads in labor fees for somebody else to come do it.
Yeah, when my air conditioner went out at the beginning of summer, I didn't fix it because I didn't have. I'm not fucking around with electricity. Let's just get that right out of the way.
Yeah.
But just from watching YouTube videos, I already knew what was going to be.
You were able to diagnose the problem.
I was able to diagnose the problem, and then I just needed someone to come in who had the expertise to fix it. And if they
to confirm it. Because even if you know, there's still a part of you that's like, I'm not an expert in this field.
Exactly.
I'd like some reassurance.
Yeah. And I was right. It was the capacitor. It was shot.
Yeah.
And but they replaced it, and they didn't get electrocuted. If they had, it's kind of their problem at that point.
Yeah, that's what I'm paying them for.
Yeah,
get electrocuted.
Yeah, I'm sitting back, sipping a sweet tea,
Yeah.
feet up. I'll call 911.
Yeah,
I'm a helper.
Yeah, you're not getting my insurance card though.
No.
But bad though.
Bad. Access to human trafficking.
Like 2 words. Black market.
Black market.
Yeah. Terrorist organizations.
Yeah.
Thrive
through the webs.
ISIS thrived.
Yeah.
Coronavirus? Maybe. I don't know. We could start that though.
Yeah. Depends who you ask.
It's definitely coming through the web.
Yeah. Yeah. I think human trafficking is the big one. Because they like all these dark websites and shit.
The spooky web, that's what I like to call it.
The spooky web.
Yeah.
And then people who are like hardcore perverts or just into like really weird shit. Yeah. They kind of had to keep it to themselves, but then they get online and they find out that there are people around the world.
There was somebody that was talking about that.
I think it was Bill Burr.
Yeah, I think it was Bill Burr. Yeah, he was like, if you fuck pigs or something, you're like, oh, I fuck pigs. I'm embarrassed.
Yeah.
But now you can get on the internet and join a group of people that all fuck pigs. You're like, I'm not alone.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden it's a big deal.
Yeah, I'm normal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
you're not.
You fuck pigs.
You fuck pigs.
And you're not normal.
Yeah. You're like, you are into
pigs. Like, are taught at a young age to be scared of you. That's how not normal you are.
Yeah. You're the boogeyman to a pig.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stuff like that, like really bad and nefarious ideas have a place to go live and to grow and to build community. Mm-hmm. Whereas before, if you were like, hey, let's start a club that just fucks pigs.
Yeah.
You're probably getting punched in the face just outright.
Yeah, you just talk about that in your next PTO meeting.
Yeah. I imagine
it's going to get shut down in a public setting. You know?
Yeah. I imagine if Richie Cunningham had walked up to Fonzie and said, hey, Fonz, you want to go fuck a pig? I imagine old Henry Winkler says, oh.
Hey, take it on.
Hey.
Yeah.
The Fonz says no to fucking pigs.
Yeah, but you do it under a neighbor's name, on your neighbor's Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Pig fucker 69.
Yeah.
And
then you got pig fucker 71 and 72 joining the group.
Yeah.
They've entered the chat. And they probably have pictures.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
The real question is, what kind of email address do you think they have?
Probably a made up one.
Yeah.
Probably a strictly for fucking pigs email address.
I mean, but do you think it's Yahoo or?
Oh, 100%. Well, first of all, let's get on that topic. If you don't have a Gmail by now, if I ask you your email and you say @Hotmail,
that's me, dude. It's so fucking old though, but it's
We're
linked.
done.
It's linked to my Gmail.
Oh, that's good. At least it links to that. I'm not sending an email to an at Yahoo or at Hotmail. Yeah, at Yahoo maybe, but at Hotmail,
At Hotmail, yeah.
I'm not. You're not getting added to the contacts list.
Yeah, I'm still in the process of like transferring old accounts over to the Gmail account.
Yeah.
But there's so many you have so many online accounts that you don't even realize.
Yeah.
And so many of them are like still hooked up to the Hotmail account. But yeah, I'm switching them over. I've had a Gmail for a while now.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's what I email you on.
I'm with the game. Yeah, you hit me on the Gmail.
Yeah.
I won't tell you the name of it because it's scary.
Yeah. It's a little ooky.
Proud Boy 7076. Let's say that again because I fucked it up. Proud Boy 1776. Not really. But I'm sure
The
that'll.
leader that's Latino, and he's from
He
Latinos
is.
for Trump.
He is super. I know all those.
I took that with a grain of salt because I saw it on Facebook.
Yeah.
But I did like when I was like, I hope that's true.
It's funny because they're like, "Oh, Trump shouted out the Proud Boys." Did he though? Go back and listen to it again. Biden was shouting out the Proud Boys. Biden's the one that yelled their name like 3 times.
Yeah.
But yeah, child trafficking, terrorism, like you said, they extensively recruit banking. Like they've been able to banking online seems great for us, but people are able to like hack banking, online banking systems. Terrorism, is able to thrive through being able to move money online.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, moving away from a cash-centric economy into, we got a coin shortage going on.
Yeah, which is totally manufactured.
Yeah, I've got plenty of quarters.
Yeah, the scary the scary thing about that is in the event of like a total collapse of society. First of all, like we talked about before, you know how to kill a deer, but you don't know how to skin it. And you don't know how long YouTube's going to be up.
Yeah.
How reliable is our number like digitally based banking system?
Yeah.
You don't have physical cash. You have numbers in a computer.
It's easy to go in there and add a 0 or take away a 0.
Or just crash the whole system, and then you can't access your money. But if you have cash money, specifically coins, because paper at that point is you might as well burn it for warmth or to cook. But specie, which is like the old word for coin money, is at least still worth the metal that it was made with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's scary to get away from a cash society. And if you can't do hand-to-hand transactions, and have the cops looking at you, but if you can't do a me-to-you transaction and I hand you cash money, we're really at the whim of whoever's running this system.
Yeah.
I see a lot of people, and this is another bad thing about online, is, like I said, echo chambers and shitty ideas get to thrive. I see a lot of people on the left, like, you don't even understand what money is. They're like, our made-up money, and why should I have to work for $1? You're not working for a fucking dollar, first of all. Also, you're not... put this idea to bed right now. You're not trading time for money. You're not being paid to be there at work. That's why we have so many people that show up to a job and don't do a fucking thing the whole time they're there, because they think they're just being paid to show up. Show up, wear this shirt that has the company name on it, and we'll pay you for X amount of time. You're being paid for the work that you do during that time. Mm-hmm. That's your job. The reason they break it down by hour is kind of to help you, because you might not be that fucking productive. There might not be that much for you to do, but you did have to spend that time there versus being elsewhere. Mm-hmm. So they're still going to compensate you they're compensating you for time that you're walking around looking for something to do. Think about that. The reason that we have money is because, and you and I have talked about this before. Let's say, we still live in the jungle. We still live in the caves. We still live in the jungle. No one wants to believe that, but it's true. That's what's happening. Mm-hmm. It's just that our jungle is made of steel and concrete. If I were a fisherman and you made fucking plows and you need fish, but I don't need a fucking plow. How do you get fish? You know?
Money.
Yeah, money. That's a medium of exchange. You know? Say you don't need fish, you need furs. But I don't need furs. You know what I mean? We all, me, you, the fur trapper, we all decide on something that is worth what we all agreed that it's worth. And now we all have a medium for exchange. You may have no product whatsoever. You may be new in town and you don't have any infrastructure to start your own business, but you're a big, strong guy and you have a spear and you say, hey, I'll guard your facility where you build these plows for, you know, but I don't need a fucking plow. So you can't pay me with a plow, but I'm giving you a service and he gives you gold coins because then you can take that out and you can buy shit with it. That's money. That's why money exists, because sometimes all you have to offer is your actual labor, which is the vast majority of us. The only thing we have to offer is our actual labor. It takes a very intuitive person and somebody with just a real stroke of luck to own their own business so they have a product to sell. For most of us, our labor is our product.
Doing something that's making the employer money.
Yeah.
Or some sort of profit that they're getting from you, and they're giving you some of that back.
They're giving you some of it back. That's another problem I see is people are like, oh, I'm worth, like my human dignity is worth more than that. We understand that, but what you're paid is not personal. It's not like Walmart is saying, you're just a shitbag person and we think you're only worth this much. No. People want to see other people thrive. First of all, if you're thriving, you can come back into that store, that Walmart, Kmart, whatever, where you work, and spend more money. But they pay you the value of what your work is determined to be worth.
Yeah.
That's not personal. That's good business. If they go around overpaying everyone, they're going to run themselves out of business, and now none of you have a job. You know?
And on the other side of that, though, I've had conversations about the bartering system, like the whole plows and fish thing.
Yeah.
I don't really fuck with fish. I mean, I've got a little bit more of an acquired taste for fish, but maybe say 5-6 years ago, if it wasn't fish sticks, I wasn't about it. You know what I mean?
The old Gordon fisherman.
You know, like if I made shoes, for example, because everyone needs shoes.
Everyone needs shoes,
and you had fish that you were trying to pay me to get the shoes. I'm the only person that makes shoes. You're either not wearing shoes or I'm about to charge you like an absorbent amount of fish.
Yeah.
Like all of your fish for a pair of shoes because I know you need some shoes.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to use your fish as my money to get all the other products that I need.
Yeah.
And now I don't have to make any more fucking shoes.
Yeah. And now
you're employed by me.
Yeah. Now you're in the fish market and you're undercutting me because you don't want this fucking fish.
No.
And you have to unload fish quickly because it goes bad.
So now I'm offering the dude that makes hats. And, you know, my head sunburns easy, so I need another hat.
Yeah.
So I'm now offering him like 100 fucking fish where you only offered him 10.
Yeah.
And you don't even have any to offer him because I already took all your fish.
Yeah. Now I can't sell fish because you've undercut my price.
100%. So that's why we need a medium.
Yeah. It's a good thing I've got shoes to walk and find a new job.
Well, that's why bartering doesn't work.
Our system we have now is still that same system. It's just you don't have.
There's a medium.
There's a medium of exchange.
A central ground there that everyone can barter.
Yeah.
You know, I can offer my shoes at $5. You know.
Yep.
And if you need competition. If I'm the only one that makes shoes, and I don't like fish, and you only make fish, you're fucked. But if there's another dude that makes shoes and happens to like fish, you can sell to him. You can exchange with him.
Yeah, but now you have nowhere to sell your shoes because...
What is that? Capitalism.
That's capitalism.
Yes, now I've got another shoe guy to where I either need to just take your fish for no purpose at that point.
Yeah.
Or I go sell my shoes to somewhere else. You know what I mean? But now there's some competition in the market. Yeah. Now shoes are running at a much better exchange rate than they were when it was just me.
Yeah.
Because I can make up the price. I don't feel like making shoes today. Now you got to give me, 100 tomatoes, 100 fucking fish, whatever it is, because I don't want to fucking make your shoes.
Yeah.
But Johnny down the street's making shoes too. I guess I'm going to get off my ass and start making. I'm not going to be able to eat tonight.
Yeah.
So
100%, dude.
That's capitalism, and that's why there's a medium of exchange.
There has to be a medium of exchange. And like I said before, that having a medium of exchange enables someone, first of all, it's a better way of life for people who maybe are like a lower IQ. Maybe you don't have the stuff that it takes to run a successful business and to have a product to sell.
People underestimate how hard it is to run a business.
It really is. And how lucky you have to be.
And
you can be
how
ingenious.
much risk you incur from doing that.
Imagine how many people started businesses earlier this year and probably had the intelligence and stuff that they were going to be super successful and will never find out because COVID-19 and shutdowns just killed their business before it got off the ground.
How much debt there is now.
Yeah.
Ruined lives, essentially.
Ruined lives, I mean,
because when you start a small business like that, you're basically betting everything on it.
Yeah, you're betting your life.
You're betting, you probably, I would assume, I think it's safe to assume you're going to be at least middle class.
Yeah.
You're betting that social status of middle class on that. 100%. You're going to be fucking bottom middle,
and even
even homeless. You know what I mean? You might end up at the very, very bottom.
And even if you make it for the first few years, you're gonna live poor because you're trying to keep a business afloat. And that bothers me when people like the left likes to vilify successful businesses because all successful businesses started out as a small business.
Yeah.
Don't be mad because someone was really good at their job. Don't be mad. Like John
had the intelligence, had the work ethic.
Yeah.
Had the idea.
The work ethic is really
that's the
where
key.
It comes into play. And that's the key to being successful in no matter what your intelligence is. Let's say that you don't come up with an idea for a business, or maybe even you can't get funding to start your own business. But if you've got a killer work ethic, then you're able to go back to what I said before. You are able to sell your actual labor. You can trade your labor for something. And if you get a good boss who sees what you are capable of, you can climb that ladder. I knew plenty of people when I was working in the retail world who started out, no college education whatsoever, started out as like a cashier, and now they're like managers making close to six figures. And they just work their asses off. You can make something of yourself in this country, regardless of what anyone believes. Also, having a college degree, a lot of times it comes from a place of privilege because you had parents who were able to pay for it. But the reason places like a college degree is because it proves that you had the wherewithal and the work ethic to stay in school for 4 years and actually finish something. A lot of people can start something. Hey, I've dropped out of high school and 2 different colleges myself. But a lot of people, they look at that and they say, hey, this guy started college and then he finished it, especially those graduate degrees. That's why it's so impressive. Some of them have not a lick of intelligence, but I do understand that that's why it's important, because that's another sign of work ethic.
Having one doesn't fucking guarantee you a shitload of money, though.
No,
either.
It doesn't. It really doesn't.
Especially when it's in like basket weaving or something
some
bullshit.
Stupid ass
gender
field.
studies. You're not. That's not giving you a lot of money.
Yeah,
that'll be good to put on a resume, sure, and it might give you an edge up over somebody that doesn't have it because you've shown that you can start a task and end it,
and then end it. Yeah,
but
successfully end it.
But at the same time. That's not going to stop you from working at fucking like McDonald's or something.
Yeah, Walmart. Walmart's a good job though. People shit on Walmart. Why? I don't understand it. Yeah. Walmart is a tool for upward mobility. You can get in there and work your ass off. People recognize that.
There's plenty of good paying jobs that have
too.
No upward mobility.
Yeah.
Or
I'm in one right now.
Or it's jobs where you sit there and you got to wait for somebody to die. Or there's some proud boys that are ahead of you. So Walmart, big corporations like that are great to work for because there's plenty of upward mobility.
Yeah, there's always
Now, granted,
you can move.
you've got to understand that your job is to make the company money. Like that's what you're getting paid to do, is make the company money.
Yeah.
Whether you're a cashier at Walmart, your job is to check as many people out as possible and correctly. So you can make the money.
Yeah. And that's not
because you cost the company money if you fuck up checking them out.
Yeah.
And if you're just standing there doing fucking nothing, if you're not facing the shelves and pulling all the product forward and putting, lining them up and stuff, making it look presentable, that makes the company money. It's proven that when the shelves look full, more people buy shit. You know what I mean? There's tons of science that goes into it, and statistics and everything. But like you said before, you're not there to just
be there.
Fucking be there. No, you need to be working. You need to be, making the company money.
That's the whole point. That's the name of the game. A lot of people take that as like being a slave and just working to make your overlords richer. But no, that's how you get ahead, because if you are profitable to your company.
That's where I was about to say, that's where that comes from.
That's where it comes from.
Make yourself profitable.
Make yourself irreplaceable. Make yourself absolutely irreplaceable, and you will fucking get ahead in life. That's the deal. That's what you do. We have a lot of people in this country who are just low effort. They're low effort, they're low energy, and then they want to blame everyone else on their lack of success. And the people who are out there fucking getting after it, first of all, when I say work ethic, a lot of people think that the only way to work hard is to do physical labor, and that's not the case. And I hate to say it, but the reason people are paid relatively low wages for physical labor is because that labor is easily replaced. If it doesn't take much mental power, and it doesn't take an extraordinary amount of strength, you can pull any 18-year-old kid untrained off the street and give them that job. Yeah. And they're going to alienate their labor at a lower price.
Anyone can mow a lawn.
Yeah.
If you're doing,
complex landscaping.
Landscaping, blah, 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 and that requires some skill.
Now you're getting paid.
Hard labor as a mechanic. It's
hard, but it's skilled labor.
It's very skilled. Yeah, exactly. But that's hard labor that you're getting paid. But that's why mechanics get paid like $100 an hour.
Yeah.
But
even back to my point of like hard physical labor, like unskilled labor, but even there, you can make yourself indispensable.
Yeah.
You
can become a foreman
if you're
on a construction site.
Well, yeah, if you're an absolute fucking hoss and you're mowing like 10 yards a day, 15 yards a day, boss is giving you a raise. Yeah. Boss is saying, hey, if I've got this many yards to mow and I send my crews out and this guy's just killing it, he's here every day, takes good care of the equipment, doesn't make mistakes. There's a whole list of things that you can control. You can't so much control your mental aptitude, but you can always control your attitude. You can always control being respectful. You can always control being on time. Being on time is a big one. It says that when you're late to something, it says, fuck you, I don't care about you or your time. And people may not even notice that you're on time all the time, but they will definitely notice if you're late all the time.
And it should be personal to you to be on time. And at that point, too, if your boss doesn't recognize it and doesn't see that you're putting an effort or whatever, go somewhere else.
Take your labor elsewhere.
They'll miss it when you're gone. If you were that indispensable, if you were that good, because a lot of times you're going to sit there and think, I mowed 10 lawns today. I did really good. Is there someone else mowing 15?
Yeah.
Is there someone else mowing? You may not be as good as you think you are, but you can take it somewhere else. And if you truly were as good as you think you are, I would say the majority of the time your boss is going to see that, because profits is where it matters.
Yeah.
And if you're mowing 10, 15 lawns a day and everyone else is only mowing 5 to 8, one, you should already be making more money depending on how you're paid.
Yeah.
You might get paid by the lawn. All the more incentive to work faster.
Work harder.
Or like mechanics. There's a lot of mechanics that I know that are paid by the job they do. So when you're more skilled, you can, take a transmission out and put it back in only an hour or a couple hours compared to the new guy that takes all day to do it.
Yeah, and
you
I think
can do
the way,
like 3 or 4 of them,
my understanding of the way you pay for mechanic work, like a certain job, like say maybe a transmission job, a transmission job is rated to be like however many hours job.
Yeah.
So then they get paid that much labor per hour, and they get paid that regardless of if they come in half the time, they still get paid for those 3 hours or however long it's supposed to take to do that job. So they might be able to squeeze 2 transmission jobs into that period of time.
Yeah. And now they're getting double the pay. But that's based off of their skill and knowledge.
Yeah. And because they're in there and they're getting after it, and they're not bullshit, and they're not talking to Jim Bob. They're not throwing a shop towel at Randy over there, they're not walking around the water cooler talking to the girl, the cashier inside. They're out there fucking getting after it. Mm-hmm. That's how you get ahead in life, man. You get after it.
You gotta work hard. Amazon was started in a garage. Worked hard. I mean, upper, lower, middle, I would say is where he was at, Jeff Bezos, during the garage times. And then the company was, expanded and through hard work, perseverance, some luck probably as well, skill in the market, and luck coming in and just the timing of it, the beginning of the internet selling age. Books, I mean, but either way, he fucking made something of it. As shitty and jealous as everyone is, I mean, fuck, I would love to have some of his money. But at the same time, he earned it.
He's so vilified for being a good businessman.
Yeah.
Makes no sense.
We can admit though, it would be fucking nice to have some of that money. It would be nice to have been able to put in the work to get to the point that he's at. But at the same time, I don't hate the guy for it.
No,
I'm envious. I admire it.
Yeah.
I look up to that. And he was able to do something with nothing. And now is the richest man in the world, or damn near close to it.
Close to it. Well, that's even like POTUS. I wish I had just a fraction of Donald Trump's work ethic.
Yeah.
That dude barely sleeps. And people always want to talk about his bankruptcies. Bankruptcies and stuff.
As weird as he is.
Yeah.
He may or may not be a robot.
Yeah, but. Android Elon. But Trump, he has so many successful business ventures. And that dude figured out how to brand himself. Mm-hmm. And he barely sleeps. And regardless of where you feel about the way he talks, I'm not a big fan of the way he talks a lot of times. I feel like he fancies himself a Ronald Reagan who has the media kind of at his whim. None of the grace of Ronald Reagan. None of the tact. But you can't deny that guy's work ethic. And the fact that he doesn't sleep. And another one... who I think is an absolute great man, and Bill Burr did a whole thing about it. Shout out to Boston again. Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah?
Arnold Schwarzenegger, think about it. Came here from Austria. Mm-hmm. Had to learn the language. Mm-hmm. A lot of people don't know that he came here.
Half-assed that, though.
He's got he's got an accent, but he's got a tremendous vocabulary. Yeah. Went to college, worked construction during the day. Went to acting classes at night, and he said I think he said you sleep like 5 hours a day, and people will tell him, well, Arnold, I need more like 8 hours. And he said, well, sleep faster.
Yeah.
You write your own check in this country. I don't care what anyone says. Don't fall into a trap of victim mentality. One of the only
countries that you do write your own check.
You do. You do.
That's literally the American dream.
It is.
Speaking of writing our own check, though, real quick, we get
to these ads, and we need to close it up.
Yeah, we do have an ad. This next one, the ad is for class rings. Pointless.
I agree. I think if you really want to get your kid something that's going to be meaningful later in life, get them a cock ring. Like it's
your future daughter-in-law will love it.
Absolutely.
Or son-in-law.
Or son-in-law.
We don't judge here on the Donut Shop Boys.
We're not here to cast any...
Donuts not racism.
Donuts not sexism. Donuts not...
Oh, we should do all those shirts.
All of them. All the isms.
Donuts not LGBTQAI+, exclamation point.
Okay.
No, I think that goes against the grain.
It does. Yeah.
Well,
But yeah, head over to our Teespring. Check out some of the new merchandise we put on there. We got a solid ass Flight of the Blonde Bombers shirt. So if anybody else out there has a weak ass blonde mustache like the two of us, go get it. Go get the tank top version and wear it in these last few weeks that you can really hit the beach. We have shirts for moms finally hit the scene. We've got the Air Force ribbon one.
no need to thank
no
me.
need to thank me. Really, really topical. We might need to kick one out for each of the different services.
Yeah.
For that, but I don't know. That's about it for tonight, I guess.
Yeah. Hit the website.
Hit the website. Yeah.
Get us to Ask the Boys. Leave a review. Let us know what you think about these more serious topics.
Absolutely, yeah. Buy a shirt for your mom. Shirts for moms. Hashtag shirts for moms. Yeah, go over to
Church Mom. It's like also like a 1920s
radio ad.
advertisement.
Yeah.
Church Mom.
Shirts for moms. Shirts for moms. Shirts for moms.
Oh.
Yeah. Do you feel like you have low T?
Church for Moms.
Shirts for moms. Yeah, go to thedonutshopboys.com. You're going to find links to everything that you could ever desire on there.
Link in our Instagram bio.
Yeah,
Link on
everything's in there.
Facebook. I mean, you can get to it. Thedonutshopboys.com.
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 Shirts for moms. County law.
County law. Yeah, Google county law while you're at it.
Oh, yeah, YouTube. All right, so for your boy, the Vanilla Gorilla,
Low T.
thank you for your time, and we're out.